Okay, this is the digestive system. This is going to be lecture for slides 1 through 4. 1 and 2 should be relatively quick. There's the objectives. We're not going to have any assessment on this nutrition part, so slides 24 through whatever. The nutrition part of the lecture is just for your information only. Terms. Ingestion is when we take food into the body. When we talk about food, we mean both solid and liquid. Digestion is breaking down of the food into smaller particles. That can happen two ways, either mechanically by chewing or muscle movement. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And then chemically happens through enzymes and acids. Absorption of the absorption part of the digestive system is when food is absorbed out of the digestive system into the circulatory, and we should really add lymphatic system. Excretion is when waste is removed from the body. The alimentary canal has 4 layers. The alimentary canal starts in the mouth and extends all the way to the anus. So it's the tube that passes through our body and is open to the outside at both ends. The mucosa part of the alimentary canal. The mucosa is what lines the opening. Remember, the opening of anything is called a lumen. And it's made up of epithelial tissue. And I'm sure you remember which type. And connective tissue. The connective tissue is called lamina propria. And then there's the smooth muscle tissue, part of the mucosa. And that smooth muscle, part of the mucosa, is called the muscularis mucosae. The mucosa is folded for increased surface area. And remember, we fold anything in anatomy so we can increase the surface area. The submucosa is just loose connective tissue. And it's holding our blood vessels, nerves, glands. It's carrying blood to the alimentary canal, so removed nutrients can be absorbed. The smooth muscle layer has an inner layer of circular smooth muscle. And that inner layer, it's called circular, but it's actually spiral around the smooth muscle layer. And the outer layer is longitudinal. So it runs the length of the canal. Okay. And then finally, the outermost layer is called the serosa, and that's just the visceral peritoneum. With connective tissue inside. in the epithelial layer outside,
Alex Yetin to the cafeteria, please. Alex Yetin, report back to the cafeteria, please.
the epithelial layer outside secretes a serous fluid and it allows the organs to slide over each other. The movements in the alimentary canal are two types of movements. So this is how things move through there. There's the mixing movements, and the mixing movements are pattern contractions. Pattern contractions with segments with segments relaxing and others contracting. So what it would look like in the canal or in an actual tube is you have some that are relaxed and some that are contracted. So this part is contracted while this part is relaxed. And what that allows you to do is actually squeeze. Think of a long balloon that has fluid in it, and you can mix those fluids together by squeezing these parts while these parts are relaxed. And then alternately, then this part will squeeze and this part will be relaxed. So those are the mixing movements. Peristalsis, we've talked about before. Peristalsis is just the contraction of that smooth muscle. And that peristalsis moves material along the canal. The innervation.
Alex Yetin, please go back to the cafeteria. Alex, please go back to the cafeteria.
The innervation of the alimentary canal happens with the parasympathetic system is what is stimulating the mixing and peristalsis. And then the sympathetic nervous system inhibits and closes the sphincters.